Fuck you, Greg. This is a bunch of bullshit. Don't you dare do that. Oh my god, like, how did this happen to me? Man, they told me if I put it into a treasure wallet that I would be safe, that things would be more secure, and then if I went to offshore, I wouldn't have to pay the taxes, and everything would be better for me because I would need more money, and then they took it all away from me. Do they not want money? I mean, I was attributing to like 50% of Malaysia's GDP. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. We didn't come here for me to vent. We came here for the news. I know I'm being paid for this, so just get into it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. So today's news, we're going to be talking about the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Fund. This is very important to me specifically because while I don't have any more Bitcoins, it's okay because we bought the dip and my cousin in Nigeria is making sure that I get more Bitcoins, okay? He told me that he's going to supply me with the Bitcoins. I haven't heard anything from him, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about some Grayscale stuff, some pretty interesting stuff. 16,000 Bitcoins coming into circulation. Will they sell? Will they buy? They'll probably do both. They'll probably screw over the leverage traders, which leads on to the second topic. Second topic. I'm like Nene over here. The Bank of America, guys. Bank of America is allowing people to do leverage trades on Bitcoin. Now, what do I think about this? I think this is a load of BS. I think this is just gonna, help out the whole Grayscale Trust Fund opening up because these people can bump, dump, and fuck you in the middle with their 16,000 Bitcoins. They can do whatever they want with 16,000 Bitcoins. They can pump the prices, they can dump them, and Bank of America is only helping that. They're allowing their customers pretty much to get fucked by these Grayscale guys that can do whatever they want with their Bitcoins now. And most likely they'll be selling those Bitcoins maybe trying to get it at a cheaper price. I mean, at the end of the day, institutions have been buying heavier and heavier into Bitcoin as this drop intensifies. Now, is this saying that institutions are making up a majority of Bitcoin? That might be the future soon. Who knows? I mean, as Bitcoin keeps dropping, we see that a larger number of institutions keep getting into this. I mean, there's ARK, there's Bank of America, there's Grayscale, there's a lot of other people. But we have to keep in mind that more people are allowing this kind of stuff to be adopted at the end of the day, PayPal allows people to get crypto now. Isn't that crazy? Cash App allows people to get Bitcoin. A bunch of other companies that used to be these peer-to-peer cash-to-cash, you can put your credit card in there and then boom, you got the transaction and you're done with it. Similar things are happening with crypto now. Obviously, there's regulation behind these things, and I'm sure that they will intensify as time goes on because remember, these are American-based companies. These are not offshore. So they have these regulations, and these leverage traders, I mean, they are babies in the leverage trading world. Most leverage trading happens in 20x and up. I mean, these guys, they've got nothing. American traders, they've got that 5x leverage. I mean, guys, let's be honest. If you're not doing 125x while you're like 5 shots deep in vodka, you're not doing anything, okay? You're not doing anything. And that's the real worry with Bitcoin and with Ethereum and with, just in general, the crypto markets. Because in the stock markets, people have their options trading, which is very risky trade. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because they can lose 100% of their position. It's terrible, right? But the calls, they're not really too leveraged and, they have their risk tolerances. Maybe you can buy 1,000 shares at this price, sell 1,000 shares at this price. You can lose 100% of your trade, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that you can leverage trade on Bitcoin, stock, let's say like you could trade Tesla at 10x and then it contribute to the market cap 10x. It doesn't make any sense. And that's why I feel like the risk tolerance and the reason that we're seeing these crazy moves in the crypto world is because people are buying up things with leverages and moving things so crazy. And another person that in the news trying to get fucked just like me is ARK Invest. ARK Invest making their own Bitcoin ETF. Yeah, I mean, that's old news a little bit, but I want to reiterate that she's also adding to Bitcoin. So it's not only me getting fucked, it's not only you getting fucked, it's also institutions getting fucked. So look at her face, man. Like, nobody's doing too hot right now. She's not happy. But it's okay, guys, because as long as institutions are buying, it just means that, there's a reason that they're buying at these levels. There's a reason that they continue to buy over time. It's not just about, Jimmy being like, oh my God, Dogecoin's so scary. Oh my God, Bitcoin, the worst investment on the planet. Bitcoin don't have any basis on it, okay? Who cares? Everybody invests at their own different points for various reasons. Maybe you were too drunk. Maybe you weren't drunk. Maybe you're a smart boy. Maybe you go into the charts. Maybe you do your TA. Everybody has their reasons and their rationale for investing in whatever they are doing. And nobody's essentially wrong. I mean, like, if everybody was drunk and everybody bought, you would technically be right, because PA, put that aside for a second. If you're drunk and you put $100 billion into crypto because you feel like it, you pump the prices a bit, okay? And that definitely helps with the market cap. So you might be right. So at the end of the day, don't really roast people for buying at their levels, and just kind of let them live their lives, because at the end of the day, it's an investment. You know the risk. You know that, okay, crypto moves up 30% one day, it can go down 30% the other day. So think about that the next time you want to invest in crypto. Not saying anything's a bear market or whatever. I mean, we are definitely in a bear market, right? That's obvious. But hey, just be careful, because I mean, like, it's not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. So get into the Axie Infinity news. Just dump it on me, man. Show me the volume. Okay, when I started this game about a month ago, okay, it hasn't even been a month yet, volume was over at the 4 million mark. So we're technically doing really damn well, okay? Technically, we're at a 4x point. It's at 16 million today, doing really hot, but at the peak, it was over at the 40 million mark. There's a big issue going on with Axie right now, and it's worrying me, because I myself am a breeder. I have to breed every day to make my profits, to make my stonks. But there's just so many Axies right now because of what was going on, and the servers aren't working right now, so nobody really wants to buy Axies, culminating into a whole prognosis where there's 110,000 Axies and there's nobody wanting to buy these Axies. So nobody wants to buy my little creatures. If any of you guys want to buy my cute creatures, you can buy them. Mine's hatched tomorrow. Hey, that's all I'm saying. But what matters right now is that SLP prices are climbing, okay? And this kind of stuff, you can't be hysterical with this. This is complete parabolic growth. This was over at the 22-cent mark earlier this day. Look at that graph. Oh my God. Hovering over at the 29-cent area right now. This is insane growth. This is over a 30% move in less than a day? Just because they were saying that there was a possibility that SLP would be growing. But the worst thing about this is that breeding costs are actually growing, whereas the Axie prices haven't really moved and have actually gone a tiny bit lower as a result of Ethereum having a continuous decline and the AXS prices and everything else kind of just stabilizing. I mean, like, Axie prices, I looked at it yesterday. We were at the like 200 something mark. We're still at that mark. There's not really much going on. But hey, I mean, developers are saying their things, and we could take a little bit to look at them, And at the end of the day, you got to think about it this way. Hey, Axie Infinity is one of those games. It's, breaking technology. We're going cutting edge over here. There's a lot of issues. And man, I'm not a perma bull. I'm not a perma bear. I'm a perma homeless. But that doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, we're all investors and we're all smart boys, and we're all just venting our frustrations in the middle of a homeless lot over at the highway. And hey, once I get to Gregory, I'm going to teach him a little lesson, and you guys got to know your little lesson too, okay? All right, so they're saying we're going to deploy an improvement that is supposed to fix the servers, and as far as I know, I still haven't been able to connect, so there's still Windows issues, and there's still desktop issues, so that kind of means that AXS prices haven't been moving. SLP prices have been climbing because of the fact there's a big issue, and there's a conspiracy in the Axie Infinity community that they're not letting people claim SLP. This could be engineering issues, this could be something else, but that's artificially raising the SLP prices and making it even harder for breeders in this current economy. That might mean that more people are going to do scholarships. That might mean people are just going to quit this game and move over to My DeFi Pet or some other game. But honestly, we have to wait for this news. We have no idea what's going to be going on. And you have no idea what's going to go on with Bitcoin. If you did, you'd be a trillionaire. You'd be, genius among geniuses. So, hey, we're just waiting. We're going to report the news. And that's what we do over at Mr. Suit on the Moon. I mean, I'll have my suit back once, Axie Infinity decides to climb back up. But hey, to finalize all of this, look at this little graph. Oh my God, look at this little graph over here. Burned and minted SLP. This is just minted equals created, burned equals burned, okay? I mean, this is out of the ecosystem. These are breeders using this for breeding. If you see this graph, there's a huge parabolic increase over here, and there's also a huge increase over there, and all over this graph, to be honest. And it just means that there's a lot of breeders right now, and there's not enough minted SLP, which is making these artificial prices. And at the end of the day, hey man, maybe this will change in the future when people start playing this game again, and people can have the demand to actually start wanting to buy Axies again. hopefully, I mean, I'm a breeder. I hope this happens, but that's pretty much going to be it for the news today at Suit on the Moon. I don't know if background guy wants to add anything. Guys, he can't add anything. We actually had to sell the microphone. But yeah, no, that's pretty much gonna end the fuck you. That's gonna end the video. And you know, Suit on the Moon now. And see you guys. Goodbye. Hey you better like and subscribe. You watched the entirety of this video. You didn't even click the damn subscribe button. You know how much time it took me to do this? You know how much sacrifice? What do you mean no pity? Do you not see where I am?